Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some more Polybridge. And like last week, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenge first. This one was a bit of a doozy and I made it into the top 100 and hopefully I'll stay there. But yeah, we're going to start out with this and take a look at what it took to make this work. Once again, I took ever so slight inspiration from the gallery. And I finally built something down to 49,576, which was a feat in and of itself. So let's go over the elements here. So we've got this central pivot point that moves these two road bits all the way around. We've got this hydraulic down here. The hydraulic is not attached to anything, you'll see. What that is that's actually just a timer. So I found out that the hydraulic phase only lasts as long as the longest single hydraulic. And up here you'll see some additional hydraulics. They're not doing hydraulic things, they're holding length, because I found another thing out that those are actually stronger than these single steel beams. But enough talking, let's see how this works. So the cars drive in, and you have to flip them out to get them to their destination. Everything locks into place nice and neat. Everybody makes it to their flags. Oh, I forgot just the one thing. These dangly bits, since I'm not using hydraulics to rotate, that would have been an entirely different challenge. But this weight on the right determines how hard or how fast it can change speeds, right? And the one in the middle is how fast it moves. So we can watch that again here and watch it work its magic. And you may be asking, why do you have so many little ones when you could have some long ones? Don't they weigh more? Fun fact, no. It's actually these joints that weigh the most. So it's the joints that makes that work on gravity. Anyways, enough of that. If you need more elaboration, feel free to reach out to me in the Discord and we'll take a good look at that. But it is time to check out Springboard. I've not looked at this before, and we're gonna see how this works. We don't have a limited number of roads. How are we gonna do that? No? I have no earthly idea how to do this, but from the name Springboard, I'm assuming, you know what, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. There we go. That's arguably not going to work either. But yeah, we're going to get that up to its tallest height. And I kind of want the grid for this to level things out. There we go. Everything's leveled out on the grid. Let's go here and here. And just basing it entirely off the name. And that's no good. There we go. Boom, boom. Okay, that should hit that. And I would like for it to fling stuff up there. We'll see if that's even a possibility. Okay, so we've got that in there. Turn off the grid so that we can put in proper bracing. And then, let's see. Make sure that connects. That connects. There we go. Does that hold? That does not hold. That's okay though, because we can do one of these. Yeah, it's having a bit of a time getting up there. Why is it bouncing so much? As soon as that... Oh, yep, it broke. Okay. That's okay. I have no idea why that bounces so much. I wouldn't think that it's the motorcycle. Yeah, and as soon as it reaches the... Yeah. Get rid of you. Let's get one of you. Go here. And then get that up against the wall. And then we're going to be compressed. Not enough compressed. Oh, nope. It looks like a spring is not gonna handle that. So, let's see. I wonder. That's at a bad angle for that, though. We can just rebuild. Let's go here. And then we're gonna fill you with regular roads. And we're gonna get rid of you. And support from there. Let's get our grid back up. Get our spring back up. Yeah, that's not gonna work either. Let's see. Can we bring you back a bit? Let's get rid of the grid. And how about here? There we go. That ought to work. And we're gonna connect up like that. Get rid of these guys. That should do a fair amount of support in and of itself. And yes, I realize I'm getting a little bit lower as we get out to the end. Less weight ought to work in our favor. Not look at our cost before, but yeah. I don't like that. Let's go a little bit faster. Make it off the end. No, you can't make it off the end. Why can you not make it off the end? Okay, up and off. Bam, splat. Did not make it any farther. Well, I'm going to try some other ideas and come back to you. I know I've been doing that a lot the last few episodes, but honestly, the recording goes like 2-3 hours long, and it's a lot to edit, and nobody's going to watch that, right? But anyway, yeah, I'll be back after I come up with some kind of solution. It took entirely too long, but I am very proud of it. Okay, so I did get a little bit cheesy with how I do this bridge. It's okay, I think, because really, did I need that extra weight and those extra things that might break? I don't think so. I think that would have been added an additional level of complexity that just I didn't need. But quick rundown. The chopper drives across this wibbledy-wobbledy bridge that holds itself together, just barely, and lands on this platform. This platform has got some springs that are very compressed and held aligned by these steel supports, which I may remove later if I'm chasing a lower budget, because really all they do is stabilize it and fight against these springs, leaving them compressed. And then I've got basically the same situation over on the right-hand side, and these are what made it work. So it's under compression, and it's holding its length until the stop sign is hit. And then the joint breaks here and here. And what that does is that lets the springs just shoot off. Like, it's great. And this additional joint down here really only serves to make sure that none of these metal parts break as they fall after being connected. But just watch this. So yeah, the bridge does fine, and then wham. And I realized that was fast enough that if you blinked, you might have missed it. This road segment was fine. It's just when it launches like that, occasionally it would break, and I didn't want to have a braking solution. But there you go. Yes, it could be made cheaper, but realistically, I'm okay with that. And now that I've got the gallery looking at it, It seems to be fairly typical. So yeah, this bridge was just teaching us how to fling things. I know that bridge is not cheaper than mine. Look at that. That is so pretty, though. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next level, leverage. Okay, so I'm assuming in this one that we've got some kind of lever. So C has got to go all the way across, right? And then come back. But there's a plane in the way. And we don't have much in the way of stuff to hold us up over here. You know what I think I might do? I think what I might do is I might go ahead and fill that in with regular roads. There we go. And because I realize that this is going to be a heck of a bridge, we're going to fill it out with these. And, oh. Yeah, only one goes? That's exactly what I meant that I wanted to do. Okay. Plane goes through. Truck goes across. Does the bridge have any issues with the truck? Only minor issues. Slightly major issues. So adding, like moving that 1 point up a little bit, redistributes the direction of stress, but ought to hold a bit longer. Yeah, it made it a little bit further that time. So we're going to do that again. And we're going to speed this up. Because that truck is slow. Okay, it continues to break in that one spot. We're going to bring that back flat. And we're going to replace the center with a muscle. Actually, the muscle needs to be a little bit higher. There we go. Yes, I realize these angles are not perfect. What did we break this time? We broke that. That's okay. We can replace. Boom. And I figure if we got to replace one of them in the middle, we're probably going to have to replace two of them in the middle. Yeah. Okay, so we're probably going to have to replace each of these, but not with that, but with like an actual road so it doesn't just fall straight through. Okay, so it goes through here. Yep, I knew it. Okay, so the middle is a lot stronger than the outer edges, which is okay. As long as it makes it all the way across. Okay, that has made it all the way across. And the bridge has got to move up somehow. Yeah, this is going to be another one of those that is going to take quite a bit of time to figure out. We will come back as soon as I have a solution, and I will walk you through everything that I did to make it work. But if I were to suspect something, we're probably going to have to build out some kind of arm that will pick this up and bring it to the right place. So, yeah, I will see you after the break. Well, that was a long break once again. I did attempt some kind of arm. Like, I built up like a crane arm that would drop a piece down. But with the autofill and all that, it wasn't quite right. So there's a gap here. And like I had a rope stopping it. But looking at the budget, I wasn't going to make it under budget. So I tried this. I made this bridge thing. And I'm suspending the bridge bits on the springs. And we'll talk more about that in just a minute. So one of the things that saved me a lot of money, and probably cost a lot too, were these guys here. These steel ropes that go up to each of these points. So they took the majority of the load off this lower bridge, so I was able to replace most of it with just plain old wood. Saved a lot of money right there. So I'm going to play it, and you're going to get a feel for why these are springs. Rope, it would just drop straight down and hit the plane. Anything rigid is just too much strain for this cheap of a structure, I think. But watch it as it goes. Look at that. It very nearly breaks almost every swing. So it's finely tuned like an instrument. And if you mess with the harmonics, it breaks. But that car cannot handle going up a hill greater than what we're seeing right there. So that is the way that it is. Oh, yeah. So this one right here is remarkably similar to what I had come up with. But like them, I ran into budget concerns. I have serious doubts that's under budget. But yeah, I don't even know what to say here. Like, that was an ordeal. Let's play through that again, take a good look at it, and once again, you know what, let's slow it down to regular speed. Watch that. Like, there's just enough stretch in there to take the force of it falling without breaking something, and it takes long enough to fall down that the plane can get through. So yeah, it's a bit crazy, and these angles going down onto it and back up were absolutely essential. Absolutely essential. And you may be saying, wonsnot, why don't you just make that into a joint so that they can snap together? That's actually not something you can do in this level. Like, that's a lot of why the crane wouldn't work. I even tried a piece of road that gets pushed up into place. I pushed it up into place with the truck, thinking that's what they meant by leverage, and I couldn't get it to snap in. I couldn't get it to stay. And if I can't get it to stay, that's not an option, because it has to stay. But yeah, this is a doozy of a level. And yeah, thanks for joining me through this adventure. And yeah, let me know what you think. Well, it looks like that's going to do it for us today, guys. I wanted to say thank you for hanging around this long. If you did and you haven't already hit subscribe, please do. Just so you don't miss out on any of the other cool stuff coming on down the road. If you'd like to hang out with us, please hit us up on Discord. Link is in the About section on the channel, or you can go to discord.wonsnot.com, and I will see you guys in the next one.